a stress response will create an adrenal axis failure that will affect the nutrient absorption in the gut.
Or just overstimulation of stress hormones.
Yes, but that automatically turns the attention away from the digestive tract into the nervous system. So you get stuck into the fright and flight scenario. Copper comes in to convert the dopamine into norepinephrine and noradrenaline. And because the copper has been leached out of the system, specifically the fascia, the muscle, bone, the tendon, the joints, those joints become over-flexible, hypermobile. And then on the back end of it, when you have that noradrenaline, norepinephrine coming in to stimulate fright and flight response, like running away or whatever, the muscles can't respond correctly because they are lax. So you get jitter and you get jelly leg and you get all these kinds of things. At the same time, with the copper being renovated elsewhere, you're getting a hypoxic situation where the iron is not being able to be attached on a molecular level to the hemoglobin. So you get a hypoxic type of anxiety. So because the body's now not struggling for oxygen as well, what is a panic attack? Exactly that. The chest closes up. The whole rib cage closes up. You can feel like you're having a heart attack, purely on the basis that you become further stressing in a hypoxic environment where you're not getting oxygen chain transport.
Firstly, when the adrenals are on overdrive and attention is away from the gut, because you can't stop for a picnic when you're running from the lion, the digestive tract is not prioritized. So you will also have less absorption and use of collagen, and that impacts hypermobility. And then there's also the link between copper and collagen.
Absolutely. It's the tensegrity that gets compromised
Yes.
of the tendons, bones, muscles, and joints.
And along this train of thought, there is likely to be either trauma or stress, some kind of adrenal activation preceding the hypermobility.
Yes. It's an interoceptive process. So as you perceive stress, the adrenals activate. And if they activate it long enough without resolution, you start getting that cascade towards this fright and flight response and adrenal axis failure.
And with all these pathways, that's why there's such a link between hypermobility, anxiety, neurodivergence.
Yeah. So the way it happens is that when the adrenals are stressed and they can't produce the correct adrenaline scenario, the copper is used to downgrade the dopamine into noradrenaline or epinephrine to replace where the kidneys are not working, the adrenal axis, so that it starts pushing it in from the top instead of startup gland, which is your adrenal gland. So you see, it becomes like a vicious circle. So the body's trying to correct itself, but it's not correcting it because there's now a mineral deficiency or a misdirection of minerals. So it's a repair system in the body to keep you alive, but it's
going to prioritize.
Yeah, but it becomes like a hamster wheel because it doesn't really fix the problem. It just goes into like limp mode in a motor car. It just keeps you going, but it's unresolvable. So it gets you stuck in a rut. Well, there's a lot of other aspects. I mean, the toxicity thing can also initiate an adrenal axis failure.
Yes, because toxins are also a stress on the body.
100%. So the body treats
stress as a toxin.
Stress as a toxin, or a toxin as a stressor.
Yes.
So you get oxidative stress and you get external stress and perceived stress. But initially it will start as an environmental influence, i.e. physical, emotional.
If a baby is born with already these kind of issues in terms of hypermobility and everything that goes along with that, since their birth they might not have had adrenal overstimulation, but I would imagine all these symptoms would appear in a baby if mom, before and during pregnancy, have had these adrenal overactivations, hypermobility, the anxiety,
stress, and all toxic stress.
Environmental.
Yeah, blue light. All of those things are all the body, because it's non-native, the body sees everything as a stressor. If the mother's experiencing stress from whatever, either toxic stress and or external emotional, physical trauma, stress, and whatever, that will automatically, via the epigenetic structure of the mitochondria, be transferred into the child.
Yeah.
So you're born in that loop.
Oh.
Because that transfers. So the mitochondria don't just pick up epigenetic states; they pick up energetic states.
Yeah.
Because that's what they are. They're little antennas. They're environmental antennas.
In addition to the physiological
Yeah.
downstream pathway.
Yeah. So the thing is, the epigenetics determine the protein folding, which is your nuclear DNA. So if the mitochondria are not firing correctly, ATP is not creating the correct catalytic conversion of protein folding in water, that's going to affect the expression of the nuclear DNA, which is anatomical.
Yep.
So it's a closed system, but it's all open to the outside.